Before we begin, if you're over 60 or caring for someone who is, and you want to feel confident, fresh, and respected every single day, take a moment to subscribe and turn on the bell icon, because what you're about to hear today is something many people notice, but almost no one talks about. Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever walked into a room and felt like something was off, but you couldn't quite explain it? Or maybe you've worried, quietly, about how you smell, but never felt comfortable asking anyone? Because here's the truth. As we age, our bodies change in ways we don't always notice. And sometimes, those changes affect something very personal. Our scent. Not because you're not clean, not because you don't care, but because your body is working differently now. And small habits that once worked perfectly fine might not be enough anymore. Today, we're going to talk about something sensitive, but important, because this is not about embarrassment. It's about dignity, confidence, and feeling comfortable in your own skin again. Let's start with something simple, but incredibly important. How you clean yourself after using the bathroom. This might feel too basic to even question, but here's what many people don't realize. As we age, flexibility decreases. Reaching properly becomes harder. And sometimes, without realizing it, cleaning isn't as thorough as it used to be. Even a small amount left behind can lead to odor. Not immediately, but over time. And the difficult part? You may not even notice it, because your sense of smell also changes with age. So while you feel clean, others might notice something you don't. And that gap can quietly affect how people respond to you. Now imagine this. A small change. Using moist wipes instead of dry paper. Taking a little extra time. Making sure you're truly clean. That one adjustment can completely change how you feel. Now let's talk about something just as important. Your underwear. This might sound simple, but it makes a huge difference. As you age, your body temperature regulation changes. You may sweat differently, and even small amounts of moisture can build up throughout the day. If underwear isn't changed daily, that moisture becomes trapped. And where there's moisture, there's bacteria. And where there's bacteria, there's odor. Even if you haven't done anything physically demanding. Even if you've stayed home all day. Because odor is not just about activity, it's about buildup. Now think about this. Wearing the same underwear for more than a day. Or using old, worn-out fabric that doesn't breathe properly. That creates the perfect environment for odor to develop. But when you make a simple shift, fresh underwear every day, breathable fabrics, you feel the difference immediately. You feel cleaner, lighter, more confident. Now let's go deeper, because this next one surprises many people. Your bathroom environment. Yes, your bathroom itself. Because even if you're clean, your environment might not be. If your bathroom is damp, poorly ventilated, or filled with moisture, that moisture settles into everything. Your towels, your clothes, even your skin. And over time, it creates a musty smell, one that no amount of soap or deodorant can fully remove. You step out of the shower clean, but dry yourself with a damp towel, and unknowingly, put that smell right back onto your body. Now pause for a moment. Think about your routine. Are your towels always dry? Does your bathroom get fresh air? Or does it stay closed, humid, and still? Because these small details make a big difference. Clapperboard YouTube script. Part 2, 700 words. Let's continue, because now we're going to talk about the habits that many people quietly ignore, but others notice immediately. Let's start with something simple, but often overlooked. Deodorant. At some point, many people begin to think, I don't sweat like I used to. I'm mostly at home. I don't really need it anymore. And slowly, this habit disappears. But here's the truth. Body odor doesn't come only from heavy sweating. It can come from low-level, consistent odor that builds throughout the day. And as your body changes with age, the way your skin produces oils, and how bacteria interact with it, also changes, which means even if you feel clean, there can still be a noticeable scent. Now imagine this. You shower in the morning, but skip deodorant. By afternoon, there's a subtle odor, not strong, but present. And the difficult part, you may not notice it, but others might. That's why this small step matters. Using the right deodorant, one that works for your current body, can make a huge difference. Because this isn't about appearance. It's about how you feel, confident, comfortable, at ease around others. Now let's talk about something many people rely on, but often use the wrong way. Air fresheners. Spraying a nice scent can feel like a quick solution. You use the bathroom, spray something, and think, it smells clean. But here's the truth. Air fresheners don't remove odor. They hide it. And sometimes, they mix with existing smells, creating something even worse. A scent that feels artificial, heavy, and uncomfortable. And over time, that smell can cling to your clothes, your towels, even your skin. Now think about this. A bathroom that truly smells fresh is not one filled with perfume. It's one that is actually clean, dry, well ventilated, because real cleanliness doesn't need to be masked. Now let's bring everything together, because what we've talked about today is not about being perfect. It's about awareness, small habits that quietly affect how you feel and how others experience you. Cleaning properly, wearing fresh clothing, maintaining your environment, using the right products. These are not big changes, but together, they create something powerful, confidence. Because when you feel clean, you carry yourself differently. You speak differently. You interact differently. You feel more like yourself. And that matters. Now take a moment and ask yourself, is there one small habit I can improve today? Because you don't need to change everything. Just one step, one adjustment, and that can create a ripple effect across your entire day. Now here's the most important message. This is not about age taking something away from you. It's about adapting, understanding your body, and taking care of it in a way that fits who you are now. Because dignity doesn't fade with age. Confidence doesn't disappear. It just requires awareness. And once you have that awareness, you take control. So don't ignore these small details. Because they're not small. They shape how you feel, and how the world sees you. And most importantly, how you see yourself. Thanks for watching.